Mars will be trining Sun and Neptune. It's a grand trine, and that's in water, and that's the beautiful ocean that we don't really see it, right? We are land people, I guess, but the whole darn Earth is water. We should be calling it planet water. See, and if we look, eraser, if we look at the word water, there's a configuration in there that only the sheep could say, oh yes, we see it now. You know, yeah, I mean, it's fun. Yeah. I hate to spoil everybody's illusion, but to make sure it's safe, I mean, sure, yeah, there's the R rule too. You can use the R rule. You have to, because in the word water, we have Ria, which is God. It's all God, by the way, but Ria is definitely God. If you ever see it written down, like reality, put the L down. You know, there's an I there for a reason. It's because you have to use your eyeball. See, and now I'll just itty. You know, itty is a suffix, and it is the main word, and that there's suffix there. It's like, well, what's the main word that we know? It, and then the Y. Y is a very important tool, and it is a vowel. Did you know that? They don't tell us that, but they don't tell us half the crap. But you don't have to worry about being told anything. In the Aquarius age, we have more coming up, which is the norm in the ancient days, which is going to come up more. It's just like, no, hi, I'm a channel. And I went to sleep one night and I was downloaded this message, and then I created this out of it. They sure do block that, though. They've been doing that. That's not new. But they've been blocking people who had the capacity to do that were inventors and just people who had supernatural qualities. And see, that's the thing that might happen more and more. We'll see it. And that it does not make life more interesting to have like just different kinds of people who do, really? Yeah, you know, people that can see inside of your body. And not only that, you can come to the capacity of healing not only yourself, but other people, like with your hands, like by some kind of vibrational frequency, man. You know, because you are like, you know, a Gwen Tower yourself. So, reality. But the main thing I wanted to show you, okay, is the word water. Water has, you want to just keep the vowels up. And then if you see an R, that's convenient, because then you can play, see, because ear, well, you know, ear is important. It's what we hear with, right? And that's important, you know, but see, earth. But everybody knows, see, the R rule is real. The R rule is real. You have to use the R rule. It's important to know about it. I was downloading that information, saying you must know this, and I hope I got everything, but maybe I think I got enough, because I got way too excited. You know, and they love me, whatever they are, that has downloaded this information. There is benevolent beings who have just talk about love, babes. Man, they want us to know. They're like, man, these people are way too immersed, submersed. I think immersed means that you're one with it, but submersion means that I don't know, something has taken over or something and covered you up, covered it all up. But so let's get back to the simple, you know. So we have, you know, about earth, ear, you know, it's the word they can, because there's an R in there. You can just jumble all of those letters, all of them if you want, and find the birds in the words, or something else, you know. And everybody knows the word heart is in the word earth. But you want to continue to keep that those vowels up. Find a bird in the word heart, and there's here, right? But that's if you capitalize the H, which we're not doing that. See, we're just getting back to the basics. There's God again, because it is reality, and that's very important to know, that the heart is actually connected to reality. That's the main router electrically. You have a center, and it's going like this. It's a beautiful thing to try and do yoga and tune in all of the, I think it's a 108 points that surround your body electrically, if you're lucky. See, I was fantasizing about my shoe line. You want to make shoes that are wooden somehow, but not wood. You can make them more pliable and for grounding. See, I have really sensitive feet, and I don't really like the idea of walking barefoot on any surface. Even I love going through the sand in the ocean, as long as it's not polluted with whatever the human beings are dropping into it. But and out here, there's a rock or something. You just have to be careful, right? And that's the whole idea with grounding. Is just, would you please watch where you're going? Try and reduce it down to every molecule in your feet. See, that's where I am. It's just extremely sensitive feet, not to the point of ouch, but it's like tickle. It's like really, And I don't know about you. It's like walking on the grass. I mean, hey, minute 6, you're getting a little hit of who I am. Really, I'm just ultra sensitive person, and don't you want to stay that way, because it's more fun to have fun when you walk on the grass. Like, you can hardly walk on the grass because it tickles you. You're like, yeah, hi. I haven't been, barefooted in a long time, and I have sensitive feet anyway, and it's good to ground, and I've always grounded. Always up here in these mountains. After work, I would always go and take everything off, really, and my shoes, and walk on these stones and be on it. And see, we have sensitive bodies, don't we? Yes, our hearts, it's electrical. It's electrical, electrically. We are that. And that's the non-physical. And the non-physical, they say, and it's Einstein now. We're talking about what Einstein talks about and all that stuff. It's just like atomic, on an atomic level. An atom, which we don't really know what that is, but it's a convergence of energy that that is actually grading in and out. I guess it's like a portal that light comes through. It's 99.99% light. So this means that, like, nothing is really touching. There's an illusion of things touching, and if when we ever start to get our perceptions to get back into the upper spectrum, that's what the upper spectrum, talking about energy, frequency, and vibration, the non-physical. The English alphabet, which is a interfacing system sent from benevolent beings who live in outer space, points at that. If you, and notice the word point, you got to bring it up. That's what I'm doing here. So I was just telling you how reality, it's very simple, sheep. Look, Ria, and then ear. So there's where you're on the right track. It's just like, is there anything else you want to do today except for just be here now? See, well, there's a lot more to what I'm doing here. It's not like we're just going to turn into this biological intelligence that you're asleep as sheep. No, 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 no. You see, when you gain the peace of understanding, the simplest things, which is all simple, really. Like, I'm just breaking it down here. Get rid of Babylon, right? As far as it's very serious. It gets like, okay, so the so-called courts of law, they want us to take our right to remain silent, but what does that mean? See, and I say it's just, well, of course, you want to establish yourself now. You want to establish your constitution. What we know about that nationally is that it's a document. They are documents, right? They are just pieces of paper with writing on it. And I say, Doc, you meant what? You meant what, Doc? Doc? Do we have veterinarians here or what, man? Because we definitely need to figure out what constitutes us, or like, what is it? What does constitution mean? Do you think that we already have it here, that we can tap into something? But see, I'm getting downloads that it's really tough to be distracted and receive your downloads. It, you know, it's almost like, if those people that are distracting you um, aren't eventually going, I knew I was here for a reason. Is there, so you need what now? And it's like, well, I would like to make some flyers. I want to blah, blah, blah. I want to, you know what I mean? Or something like that. And they start hearing you, and then like they can sit next to you and say, yes, and we see the problem of the financial system where, okay, that's fine that they have their constitution and their Bill of Rights that enslaves us. Actually, we are enslaved to something that we own also. We can own it also, but nobody's. This is really weird to get the reversal that goes on, because you can't own anything, and then when you're under the impression that for sure you can't own any of this. In fact, it is all yours. That's what we're saying. As an individual, you can't own it individually. It is all ours. Sorry, pardon my demeanor. There's something going on with Mars where it's opposed Pluto, and Pluto is a very serious fucking planet, and so is Mars. Pluto is like deadly serious, deathly. Scorpio. If you've ever known a Scorpio, it's the Scorpio ruled planet. I mean, yes, it rules Scorpio, and so these people, they have this like piercing look, and I could have it too, because I have a Sun conjunct Pluto conjunct Mars, and I'm a Pluto. See, if Pluto and Mars are an aspect, I feel it. I'm like, and we aren't handling these surface people. That, you know what? It's like you scratch the surface. You got to watch out, because is there a soul? See, Pluto rules soul. It rules God, as a matter of fact. A lot of modern day astrologers will not tell us what Pluto points at. Pluto is God and or the truth. You're not going to get away. You're not going to get any smarter, like into Sagittarius land, which is after uh, Scorpio, because we are doing a human evolution of consciousness. And we are learning from Aries all the way in the ocean of all of existence is now, it's Pisces. Those people are so heavy duty. If you know a Pisces personally, you are gifted. You are gifted with this creature, in human flesh. And anyway, see, I'm getting downloads about how to and it's pretty obvious that we have to go to court, but we have to establish who we are. Well, I'll tell you who we are. The eWE. That means, everybody knows that means a female sheep, but it might be why. Now trip out on the female thing. And I'm proud to be a female. We charge. See, we charge, babe. Also, but see, when I say we charge, babes, it's really, see, the you in buck also. See, there's buck. Now, buck, money. Okay, so there's the main thing with my decoding system. When you start to lift up, just, it's a mandatory to keep the vowels up in the capital, because those are the vibrational frequency tools. They are found in laboratories. The U is a cup. Sorry, I should have this up here and showing you, but sorry. I'll get this better, and sorry about my look and everything. It's Mars and Pluto, and the time we're in right now. It's like we can't move fast enough for the Aries people. I'm an Aries rising, and there is the North Node is right on my ascendant at 6 degrees, and I am to push through doing my mission on this planet. And the things we're doing here as human as an organism that we're involved with. This is a movie. It's a game. It is a game, and so this is what we're looking at: is that, you know, the English the language itself is very remarkable. Okay, so anyway, but what see now I'm telling you that the English alphabet is an interfacing system sent from benevolent beings who live in outer space. The reason, and that's why all colors of the organism found on all the lands are or were required to learn the English dialect and the alphabet. Now, when we start simplifying things down, yeah, pardon me, I'm getting downloads, and I don't want to quite talk about too much right now because I know that it's going to refine, but it's important. Whoa, look, this is too bright over there, huh? Sorry about that. It's kind of getting a weird angle. That's okay. Just smile more. So I'm sorry, I'm not using my own. I could put my chalkboard up. Pardon me. Yeah. Whoops, I have my cat's toys over there. But this should cover it if I go like this, right? Does it? It's just very bright. It's just, no, it's too zonked out. Anyway, see, what it's unfolding for me is how to take to flip the script and get get a banking system for for these people, for we, you and me. Whoops, is that upside down? Sorry about that. Me. There. And so then, you know, they, which is hey, and hey, a lot of people know. I mean, you can say it with an A, but as you can see, there's E, but the Y is a trick. Now, you know, if you think with me, that's accepting two sides there. It says you, which everybody has to say you, but we all know that that's E. W, we. Us. Sorry. I know what I'm doing with this. It's finally coming through. I go through foggy periods. There's a lot of trouble on the plane about the money. People think that they owe each other money when it should be socialized. See, there's two sides, and this is the problem, see, folks, though, but see, because there is two sides. This is the problem. See, one side cannot see what I'm doing at all, and see, this is very vital, because it might be that what's outnumbered is indeed the sheep. Just sheep. See, sheep. Sorry, I'm trying to get the right lighting here for us. I'm dead serious about this because we have language here that also, see, if it's all flatlined, how do we even point at in our documents that how simple it is, where the human being is coming from, the universe. It's actually very simple. It's not that complicating. It's really not. No, not really. Otherwise, it wouldn't be here at all. It's kind of astonishing, though, to think that. It's like, whoa, really? But yeah, no, but don't worry about it. It's not your responsibility to carry. But you do, though. You're connected to it. And Anyway, because it's technology. You, as the organism here, are technology, and you do programming. Yeah, and so programmer, see grammar, see just hearing it, programmer, and see you need to know the difference between hearing things and then spelling it, because hearing things is better. I mean, really, right, to hear and then also to see. Mainly now you're opening up into you're kind of doing something. So anyway, uh, there's just sheep here in the lowercase, right? Just sheep, and they don't see. They don't see to see if they aren't taking care. Now, within this technological field, and it includes that the organism is technological. This right here is going to tell us who is who. See, these people aren't having fun at all. They don't know how to have fun. They can't just put this up and go, I see. What do you see? Well, we see he and she. Uh-oh. See, now we're going to get some real life volunteers. Volunteers. Sorry. Look, what's found in the capital? Voters. We need volunteers, voters. Don't let me convince you. You're going to have to start just looking into it. Find birds and words for sure. See, that clarifies it right there. Like, look, you're still volunteering with that. You don't have to go even to that. Can you include yourselves in? See, yourself. This is really trippy. Now, look at this. Now, are you keeping track of the C? We're going to keep the sheep there. And look at yourselves. Or yourselves. All right. When we keep it down, we'll put this up. Our. Keep this down. Put this up. Well, now, what's the word in selves? Like selves. If there's the illusion of separate there, which we have individuals here. There's no doubt that the we makes up. There's many different drops here making up the one body of water, right? Yes. So it's very important to mention that water too. Yourselves. I'm sorry. See, it takes a little concentration to do this. Selves. Lowercase l, because now we're looking for that bird in the word. See. Sorry. I got too excited there. You got to concentrate. That's what I'm doing. See, a lot of people don't know that I'm really concentrating. I'm actually falling into trance and doing this on Facebook for the past 3 years. Selves, okay? Our C. Our C. I'm almost about ready to do it. Please give me some face paint so I can just all of a sudden do it. Or a stamp. Give me a stamp. Our C. See now. Isn't that fascinating? So now talk about splitting the C's. There's 2 C's here. I was trying to tell you about the lowercase sheep, where they don't see through their upper C. See, there's 2 C's here. You want to be careful of people who split the C's. See, the thing is like this. It's they are to be one. See, the thing that will threaten the system about this whole thing that I'm pointing out to you, that only human beings could see this, right? And get right, like really like, fucking like lighting up with the truth and getting stronger and stronger with it as we go, as you go. As you know, and see, that's the thing, because you know, talking about our intellectual property and everything here on the earth or even the universe, it's ours, it's yours, you elves. um, See, this is in case everybody gets miserable enough, and they are going to, and they probably are right now. See, nobody has been given the real key. See, the key is the truth. And if you're denied your upper spectrum reality, which is outer space, the way, like, say, the invisible, which is like totally governing all matter. What we talk about is like, here it is. We are here. Okay. Now let's talk about that. We are here doing, pardon, science over there. Scene. The scene is here. And there, you know, the there and the where. It's all here is there and where, all of that, you know that. So you know about the R reverse rule, but here we go. Bam. You know about the R reverse rule, right? Because I'm not being biased and saying, her. No, there's he there. Remember that. I'm looking at my imaginary audience up there. There's 3 columns, and there's about 13,000, and each of them has paid $800, because I am not fucking kidding about this. And it's not their money that I want. We have to go to the court. A lot of us have to sell out and put our money together, though. We put it all together. We just say, fuck you. Fuck you. We have hours. Hours. We put in hours and hours here. And where does it go? Really? I mean, you know, because we are creative people and we want to do right and good and all this energy, right? It's about energy. It is about energy, right? We're talking about money as energy, and it's like, well, you're squandering human energy because the experience sucks. Right? I mean, people are not happy here, and it's like, we're not supposed to be unhappy here. Why would we do that? Well, this is very controversial, because when we start to see, just really break it down, the scene, see the scene, really we're talking about that there's a cosmos, and we have a universe, and don't think it's the world. The world, no, that's weird. So, because, well, yeah, you know, you really do, it's an alarm. You don't want to lose access to outer space or what's in outer space. And I'm serious. The universe itself, the final frontier. People don't take me seriously with that, but it's just, these are just words, and it's like, did you notice that? No, that's what it really is. It's completely transparent. It's the same. It's the exact identical. It is no different than reality. Reality. Because, you know, that's a big conversation that a Buddhist loves to have. They're like, what is reality? And because we are so over the fact that now it's 92% of the population that don't have the correct answer. See, but if you can give the correct answer, now we can get on the same page. And don't mind that you have page here, like, you know, especially on your Facebook page. But what is a page? An age. Now, why? Why does it say that? Because your material, what you have in the libraries, either way, you have the word Aries in there. to trip. And how about that word dairy? But dairies, do you see all the dairies around? Well, Aries is there. Put the D down, Aries. And what's there? Sheep and cows and cattle. So anyway, H. Why? Well, because, yeah, no, your radiation, how you write things. You know, did you, what kind of typewriter? Did you use a typewriter? Did you typewrite? Because there's two types here. There's the upper and lower case. I didn't lie to you yet. Just putting it together, what's already there. It's already here. See, I have an already here organization. And I was trying to break it down for you. Organization. The ization is a suffix. See, this is what's already here, and they're just trying to, like, well, how far are we going to get away? Are we going to get from our belonging here? Really, our belongings? Intellectually and spiritually? Our possessions? How far away are we going to get to where we are governed and fed by this fake system that says you can have money and you can own this and that, and it's really theirs because of the way they control it all, because of the way that they trickled it in, because of the way that they hold themselves through the way they talk to us, and you know, this has all got to change. Change. See, people like me and other people. See, I don't know if you own land like I do. And see, there's your chance right there to regroup. But everybody has to get on this. See, but it won't happen. But collectively, we might see a rupture or something where people are gonna. And it's also Pluto and Aquarius, where it's the Aquarius age, where it's just gonna burst open people's mind. They're gonna know what it's like to be me for once. It's like Uranus is there on the top of their fucking heads, and they get a flash of an insight, and they're like, wait a minute, and they see something very simple about, say, if they live a lie, the lie. If they live the lie, if they are the people that live of the lie, which is 92% of people that are discombobulated because they don't know the difference between the mind and reality. Let's just talk about like that, because then see what you're being sucked into by through the fear, which is the mind itself looking at illusions and stuff, and doesn't know how to work a math. I'm not talking about numbers either, right? It's kind of complicating here, where you are otherwise you're looking at an illusion, and then you can't let go, and then you don't know how to work the entire universe, right? See, these people around here, there's a massive amount of people that need to be taken. There is people being held in higher courts right now of law, waiting for them to release them to do the right thing, to try and get along here and get the right thing going for them, and they don't. And it's hell. That's what we see around us too on this lower plane, is that it's like 92%. And you love my videos about narcissism. That's smack dab in the middle. What we're kind of pointing at is just people that don't know the laws of the universe. They're kind of, oh, maybe, and then, well, there's a lot mixing up here, and some, see, they'll take the story of Christ Jesus and forget, non-self-reflecting, that is their club, that they created over killing a scientist who said, excuse me, why are you losing sight of even your own ability to turn on and go fishing, go and be the energetic thing that you can be. See, we're talking about getting all of this technology back into us and doing what we could never have dreamed of, because there's somebody doing greed and scarcity mindset and shit, control. And it's like, no, we can open up a central bank here. It's like, start with, see, the problem with all of this, and I'll tell you, is that there's 80 to 92%, not only that, but yeah, no, I don't think there'd be that big of a problem except where there's a war. See, just in my neighborhood, there would be a war. At the same time, human beings will have come together, though. See, that's the thing. It's an energetic come together through having, just because we're here already and we suffer a lot. We're suffering too much. We are exhausted. We have gone through something that we are so waiting for Christ to show up or something. And it's like, well, are you willing to understand something more deeply than the fear that they cause inside of you, and how you now you think that you owe each other? Nobody owes anything a dime. You got to turn around and get on the side of being humane and then take it all to court. We're going to see warring and then people going to courts, and that's going to be another fucking hellhole. But it can't be really. Ultimately, it won't be. No, it won't, because they are. There is. I'm pretty sure there's a connection to higher courts of law. You can start busting through by doing decoding and just looking at each other and going, ha! And staying there with the mind of a child saying, give me a break, because that is harmful. All of that shit that you put out and you tune to the frequency of hurt. Yeah, doing things that, it's just like, why can't you go from the inside out rather than the outside in? Train the people how to do it better, or don't do it at all, right? There's something else interdimensionally going on. See, this is the thing, is that we can elevate and say, this is just a game we're playing here. And we are connected also to the higher ups. This is an amazing realm. And maybe this is what the game is. It's a video game. Did you catch this on a video? How ironic. The language is already here. There's an already here organization. And I know that sounds boring, but guess what, babes? The entire universe is a program that is utterly boring. Learn to play music. Learn to play it. Because it's a treasure chest, that's all. And it's all the same. 99.99% of atomic matter is it's a light, and it's a variation of lights. And it is so beautiful. I just got a hit right now from all of the angelic realm that's saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hell? Whoops. Never say hello. Just say hey there. Because hell is there. Like, whoa. Say hey there, because why? Well, there's he, and I'm going to take all the time in the world, really slow, but it's like this simple thing. Like he and, whoops, I erased it all. Hey. The word hay is actually the grass. If you really want the sheep to dial in on, like, do you know what hay means? They're like, yep. In one out, what in one hole and out the other. We eWE, you me, you me. Oh, this is the symbol of just forever. Don't forget, you belong to a forever thing, right? Well, you have you, but oh, this is a wave, and this is energy. Uh-oh. Did we hit we again? How cute. Now, are you kidding me? Whoever says that they owe you or you owe them, tell them ridiculous. Who do you think owns any of this, and who do you think you are?